Director General Honorable Eugene Faghon.
We are right here at the Liberia Broadcasting Station, working the Director General of the Liberia Broadcasting Station is going to address the points
All my LPS people, where you are
some
at.
critical issues with
Employees,
so what is happening.
let me say this first and foremost,
Coming to
all welcome.
like, share, and comment now.
I have to make power in there too. I came here to do a piece of job, and my job speaks for myself. So I'm doing my own work. But I want to do something before I start. And it has nothing to do with pinpointing. We just want to see the employees and then see the contractors. So for those of you who are bona fide employees and are being paid by the system, can you stand, please? Rest people, y'all sit down. I'm the employees that stand here.
So these are bona fide
So I
employees
see
of the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, also, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Let me see the people that are on contract and are being paid as contractors of this institution. Can you please stand?
So these are contractors of the LBS.
Give yourselves a round of applause. Gentlemen, look at your contractors. Thank you very much. Does that say we almost have more contractors here than employees? Why is that so? Don't forget, the 19 persons operating in the counties are also contractors. Now we can start. I don't want no confrontation. Straight to the point, no secret in China. I was on the road to Nimba. I got into Nimba and I got information that the night before I left, the system was down. I mean, I thought I'm going to spoil to you, but I thought. Let me increase it. And thank you very much, Prophet. And you think that a computer contributing to transmission of television and radio signals will just crash? And after the computer crashes and the people fight to replace the computer, the cable is broken, and the people fight to repair the cable, the anchor or two things are destroyed. If anybody here thinks that's a coincidence, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Everything will not just fall in sequence. One can spoil two, but not 3 and 4. Then that means something's happening around and we need to open our eyes. I like to get to the point of telling you, the employees, as well as the contractors, that LBS belongs to our country. When I came here, I was told that we had 22 contractors, and that included all of our correspondents out there, about 17 of them. And then you had one guy from QuickBook, another guy, our consultant, and a couple of other people. I was told by the officer in charge that the entire workforce here at the time was about 130, between 120 and 130 employees. And then when you add the appointees like us, will be 135, 145. I asked her, what do you need for a fully functional system? She said we're supposed to be 265. Jesus have mercy. How do we operate a system that is less than half of its human resource capacity? I sprung into work. You saw it for yourselves. I needed all hands on board, and I needed it like yesterday. So, today, I want to provide you with the evidence that you need to be strong as employees. We are not the ones that pay salaries. Who's responsible for LBS salary by law? It's the government, correct? And by law, to you, the members of the press, I will ensure that I show you by law, not by Eugene Faghon, by law, that I am not responsible for payroll, for salaries. Section 4 is right there. I will show it to you all. Of the law, the act, PRC Decree number 20. I know it was mentioned that I use PRC Decree all the time. It is the act that created this institution. There is no other act. It is the law. So, the government pays your salary. The CSA determines, and the Ministry of Finance, who makes what? Not me. I don't have access to your payroll, and I don't play with your money or your payroll. Ask the government and the CSA. Therefore, I cannot take contractors and put them on the payroll as was alleged. Mr. Faghon has started the payroll with a bunch of contractors. No, sir, I don't. It is the government. It is the law. It reads, the Liberian Broadcasting System shall receive 60% salaries and shall be established by the PRC. The remaining 40% to cover operational expenses shall be generated from commercial and other enterprises as may be undertaken by the LBS. So you see, it's not me. But when I came and they told me that we were short-staffed, I then asked, where do we get the people from to fill in the vacancies? To you, the members of the media, it was only then did I find out that the people working here have been working here, some of them for 2 years, some of them for 3 years, some of them for 3.5 years, without pay, without being contracted, without being on payroll. I did not go out looking for employees. I stayed right here and asked. Everyone was in the meeting that day. Who all has been here for 3 years? So I'm going to take on the same exercise for you, the members of the media and our colleagues and our friends here to see. Some of you who volunteered for 3 years ago before you were put on a contract, can you stand? If you were here before I met you 2 years, 3 years, 2.5 years, can you stand? Before I put you on the contract. Yeah. They were here. They were working. And they were not getting paid. So let's go to 2 years. Those who were here 2 years before I met you and put you on contract. If you're here, stand up. Or 1 year. Those who were here 1 year. Those who were here 6 months before I got here. And I had to put you on contract. Yeah. Yeah. So, I got 94 contractors as at now. And I pay around, Mr. Controller, can you stand? We pay around $15,000 a month, correct? This is not from the government. This is the 1-2 that we hustle, all of us, as an institution, to keep 94 contractors afloat. You may have your seat. These contractors contribute. I met one contractor here who has been here for almost 5 years. Mr. George, can you stand up? One of the hardest working men you will ever meet in this institution. I met him earning $150 to Today, Mr. George earns $250 US. And you know why? He's the guy that controls our electrical works around here. A very hard-working man that deserves better. Y'all go now and be hustling, man, every morning now. Yeah. My man, we have to talk some things here, though. But you know, Liberians, what I have in my hand is a turnover note from a very distinguished lady, a kind lady that I have known, and a very good person, in my opinion. When I took over here, I took over 9 months ago, March 22nd. Many of you were here. Before I entered my office, I had been in my office 2 weeks before taking over. I went there and I looked and I saw a turnover note on the table. I looked through it, I know what I saw in the turnover note. But when I took over on March 22nd, the turnover note disappeared. I asked the officer in charge, the person of the Human Resource Officer. She told me Madam Liberty had requested it to make some corrections. Well, I asked over and over again. I did not get a turnover note until the date this year. I received it on Monday, May 13, 2024, at the precise time of 5:16 p.m., almost 3 months after I had taken my office. I would like to state, I know I have to address myself to some stuff. When I took over here, and this is the turnover note, so we don't have to, and we say no flower, no noise, no confrontation. It is written by Madam Liberty that she left behind for me $66,571 US. It's right there. She left behind $6,468,586.66. This is not photocopy, this is original. Ladies and gentlemen, with all the contractors, all the developments you see around here, maybe I should put the vehicles. I will show to you the numbers of the press. When I came here, I met 1 bus and 1 Jeep. She said in her book, she left 2 cruisers, 1 Jeep. But when I entered, 1 cruiser was already damaged. I met 1 bus, 1 Jeep. But today you will count the Jeeps and you will count the cars and you will also know where we are. Today, as at now, as I speak to you, with the controller over there behind can verify, and the bank, with all the people I hired, I have paid them every single month. And I have done all this that you see around here. You can go on the tour. As at now, the amount in my Liberian dollar account at LBS to you, the workers, is $12,874,020.45, which is double. And I have only been here 9 months. And I have operated this place. I have paid for everything cash. I don't owe anybody a dime. Now, anyone who's traveled with the president has alleged, or anybody, a TSA that has left. That's why I brought the documents to show. It's easy for people to talk. I said to you, the workers, I told you LBS will never be the same. And I mean what I say. I am not joking. Your 1 bus and your 1 Jeep count your cars. Your offices are air-cooled. Equipments are in there, paid for. There's nobody running from that security booth to bring message here. They either use the desk phone or they use the handheld radios. Yeah. Oh yeah. I tell you about the USD. Or I tell you about the USD in our account. Oh, Jesus have mercy. So let's go back. I want to come in and say, we call 12 million every hour. If I call the US, tell the US here $96,778.64. 9 months when I took over, you say I'm at 66,000. I've done everything around here, me and my team, and I'm tracking 96,000 in my account. You left me with 6 million. I had to repair and hire almost 70 other employees as contractors, and I'm still tracking 12.8 million Liberian dollars in my account. I'm getting them safety jackets, safety goggles, safety helmets, radio. Well, you need anything. Even the security boot now. I'm gonna get princess. Stand up, one of the hardest working person I have in this institution. Give her a hand of applause. Every brand new air conditioners around here, she installs them. She just put one on the security boot. And by tomorrow, George will be putting a 55-inch television in that security boot. We're not playing around here. Thank you, ma'am. I want to say to you, keeping one person for the last, for a reason. We will have people to distract our work. I even saw an attempt to divide us. And that's why, members of the press, I asked the employees to stand up. Then I asked the contractors to stand up. You saw it. Can we